All right, guys, this is a video I've been meaning to cut on this Uber page because you can see the above video I did talking about can you really make money driving with Uber, and I wanted to share some new updates because there's been a lot of um, buzz lately in the last, let's say, 12 months with Uber. A lot of people, have started to support the ride sharing service, but on the other side of the equation, there's been a lot of controversy. There's a lot of negative PR. There's a lot of changes that Uber has made that, quite frankly, have upset drivers and riders, and to the point where there's been, I'd say, a little bit of a fallout because of certain things that have caused a knee-jerk reaction. So I think it's balanced. This video I want to do to balance the viewpoint whether or not a person can actually make money driving with Uber. But the reality is there's three big things that the company has done, and I think that it falls in a very gray area, and you can assess it on your own. But number one is that they've reduced rates. They've reduced rates, so it's impacted drivers' ability to earn. So now drivers, where before they were able to create a decent hourly rate, or maybe take 3 to 4 at best trips per hour, now they're taking more trips driving further to make the same amount of money. So by reducing the rates, which is what they've done systematically over the last 3 years, because in my city, Uber X launched in 2014, it's now 2017, they have basically cut the incomes of drivers. So that's the first thing they did by decreasing the fares, or the per kilometer rate. They have, in essence, taken money away from drivers. That's the first thing they did, and it's not sitting well with drivers. Second thing they did is that they have hidden the boost and surge pricing. Now, surge is something that Uber came out with, is to promote the fact that they want drivers in a certain area. If you know that it's a higher amount of money you can make, drivers will be motivated, or they will control that behavior. Okay, they'll drive a behavior. Unfortunately, there's a couple things. One is that they are not revealing or not identifying the surge to drivers, and also it's being hidden from riders. So this kind of practice is a little bit, you want to just come out and say it's unethical, because you can't see, in the total fare, you can't see what the boost or the surge is anymore. Second thing is, some people actually say that there's a discrepancy between the rider view and driver view, because when drivers see surge, riders don't see it, or when riders see surge, drivers don't see it. So it's kind of like a manipulative game. So that's the second thing that they've done, which is they're hiding the surge and hiding the boost within their calculations. Okay, someone referred to it in a forum that they're kind of playing God, and I know that Uber has their own algorithm, and they're very, very, very successful as far as having their own back-end processes. But it's just, if you can't start a business and have a working model and do it a certain way and then change, because it's going to upset some people. And then the third thing is that this new upfront fare, they have introduced a thing called upfront fares, and the upfront fares, what that does is, and this is really significant, because no matter how long or how far the driver is driving, the partner is driving, the upfront fare promised to the rider, that's what they pay. And I'll give you an example. You might be a driver and you pick someone up, and there's bad weather, and as a result of bad weather, the time it takes to get that person from their starting point to their end destination is impacted. Well, it doesn't matter how long they're in your car or how far you drive, how much gas you're burning, Uber still has promised and guaranteed that rider that fare. Now, that is really something that negatively impacts a driver's ability to earn, because if someone's in your car for 20, 30, 40 minutes exceeding an hour, how can you justify guaranteeing them just one flat rate? Now, I understand why Uber does it, But these three things together, okay, the lowering of per kilometer rate, the hiding of surge and boost prices on the X platform, and then this upfront fare has significantly impacted drivers' ability to earn income. And this is why there's a lot of backlash, a lot of protesting, especially in the United States, concerning what Uber is doing, why they're doing it. And there's much to see in forums and on, if you just Google, updates on Uber. Even though the ride sharing service is still popular, it's valued at 70 billion. It's reported that they have lost about $3 billion just in the first in the year 2016. We're in 2017 now. So whether they can turn things around and create a favorability and bring some people back, we're not sure. But I wanted to cut this video because I think it's a balanced viewpoint. As much as they've had success, they are really having to look at winning back some people and creating some fresh loyalty so that drivers can feel excited again about driving with the Uber platform. So that's just my 2 cents and my perspective. Hope you enjoyed this video. If anything I shared here resonated with you, leave a comment, or if you have a question, you can also leave a comment. And we will see you on the next video. And if you are driving, be safe out there. And remember, don't text and drive. Okay, bye.